feel like my place in recovery is to rid the world of the stigma of addiction. I am a medical doctor. I completed medical school and shortly thereafter was off to my first rehab. I was debilitated by drug addiction and I almost lost my life, my career. I did lose my marriage. I almost lost everything due to addiction. I didn't know coming out of medical school that professionals and people who came from where I came from could have a drug addiction, but I certainly did. I was born with this disease, and because of treatment and because of the 12-step programs, I have found a new life. I am now clean and sober. I work with the National Organization on Fetal Alcohol Syndrome, and I get to go around the country and train doctors and nurses on how to better talk to women about addiction and to show the world that addicts look like everybody they see on the street every day. And you can be well educated or not educated at all. Addiction does not discriminate, and I hope one day the world sees that.
Well, I'm so glad to be talking today about the power of recovery. It is an amazing thing to have happen in somebody's life. As somebody once said, it is absolutely a miracle. And I'm one of those who have benefited from the miracle of recovery. And because of my long-term recovery, I'm able to be the president and chief exec of a wonderful human service agency. And I'm the father of 4 children, a husband of 1 wife, and have been living a great and blessed life. God has favored me, and I'm grateful. So I just invite others to learn, to enjoy, and experience this power of recovery.
I've been introduced by the grace of God to this wonderful thing called recovery, and it has changed. It's given me a life. That's a phrase that you hear over and over and over again, and it seems very trite, but it's very true. It gave me not my life back, but it gave me my life.
At one point, I felt that no, this will never change. But I went and I sought and I got help, and I no longer. I mean, it's been 15 years since I had 1 drink, so, and I don't plan on drinking anymore. I know I won't drink anymore because I've gotten the help that I needed.
When I held my daughter for the very first time, I don't know that anybody knew I was doing drugs, but I think my baby knew. And she looked at me, and it seemed like this was this gaze straight from God, straight from heaven, and I knew that I was no longer alone. And it was such a powerful moment that just shook my very existence to stare into this newborn eyes and know that I had to do something.
Recovery was possible for me because I got the help that I needed when I needed it. And recovery is possible for anybody who seeks it and wants it and is willing to work for it. For me, recovery is about giving back now. It's about creating hope and stability in my life. When I was actively using, I didn't have a whole lot of hope. In recovery, I have a tremendous amount of hope. I have stability in my life today. I've been able to regain the things that I lost to active addiction, and I've been able to discover new things about myself.
To break the cycle that has plagued so many alcoholic and drug addict families, that it passes on from one generation to the other. This breaking of the cycle is probably the most significant thing that I've seen happen in our family.
We really do need to come together as a recovery community, even if you're not able to tape yourself or show up on national television. We need your support, and we need your help, and we need your numbers and your experience to be counted. So it's important to hook up with Faces and Voices or your local recovery communities and to be a part of this so we can fight societal discrimination and make it easier for the next generation to come up and get the help they need.
For 24-hour drug information and treatment referral, access help online with the Substance Abuse Treatment Facility Locator at recoverymonth.gov or call the toll-free treatment line at 1-800-662-HELP.
Thank you. Have a great day.
I hope this show inspires you to organize a Recovery Month event next September. Our 2009 theme is Join the Voices for Recovery. Together we learn, together we heal. This will be our 20th year of celebrating those who contribute to this field and those who have overcome addiction and reclaimed their lives. Your continued involvement in organizing events and activities in September 2009 is critical. You can get started right now by going to recoverymonth.gov and becoming familiar with the 2009 materials. Recovery Month events come in all shapes and sizes. One thing they all have in common is that they all spread the message of recovery to those in need. A sense of hope that people who reach out for treatment can find recovery and a new way of life free from alcohol or drugs. By focusing on recovery, we all address the need to recognize those who achieve it and also address addiction, our nation's #1 health problem.
Every September, National Alcohol and Drug Addiction Recovery Month provides an opportunity for communities like yours to raise awareness of alcohol and drug use disorders and highlight the effectiveness of treatment. 2009 will mark the 20th anniversary of this annual celebration of addiction treatment and recovery. In order to help your organization plan events and activities in commemoration of this year's Recovery Month observance, the free Recovery Month Kit offers ideas, materials, and tools for planning, organizing, and realizing an event or outreach campaign that matches your goals and resources. To obtain your copy of this year's Recovery Month Kit and gain access to other free publications and materials related to addiction treatment and recovery issues, visit the Recovery Month website at www.recoverymonth.gov or call 1-800-662-HELP. It's important that everyone become involved because addiction is our nation's #1 health problem, and treatment is our best tool to address it.